So today I'm going to show you how I blow dry my hair pretty quickly. I do not start with my hair sopping wet. It has dried a little bit. So now what I do, I brush it out. I start where my part is, and I use this Wow spray. And you just want to kind of get it all in there. This is really good for any frizz. It lasts for 3 washes, which is really awesome. So it helps with humidity and all that stuff. This is the Wow Dream Coat Super Natural Spray. I've been using it on all my clients and I'm absolutely obsessed. So now what I do is I'll usually section my hair in the back just to be able to get underneath pretty good. I do my front first, and I always leave my front out, and I'll show you that as I get started. But I always bring all my front forward, okay? So I'm going to speed this video up, but I hope you enjoy. Now that I have the front done, I like to section off right behind my ears and keep this out, all that out. This I should keep out too. And I get all the underneath. It doesn't have to be a neat section or anything like that. And I clip it out of the way, okay? Now, when you're doing the back, I kind of separate it and bring it to the front. And I always work on, when I'm doing this side of my head, I have the brush in my right hand. So this is my right side. I know it was flip-flop for you because I have the screen on selfie mode. But when I'm working on my right side, I have the brush in my right hand and the blow dryer in my left hand, so I'm working over. So you're constantly having the air flow down, not at your hair. When you have the blow dryer forcing air right at the hair, it tends to open up the cuticle, so it makes it frizzy. So having this nozzle on is a huge benefit. It's a little hard to get used to at first, but once you do start using it all the time, it's amazing. You'll see the difference. It's kind of like, think of it as your iron, like when you're ironing clothes and you keep bringing it down, or however you do it. And you're bringing the air down on your hair. So you're forcing that cuticle to lay flatter. That makes sense. So I'm going to show you on the left side, the same thing. Left hand, blow dryer in the right, okay? So I'm going to speed up the video a little bit for you so you can see how I do the back. now I'm going to take down my first section, or I should say second section, and just kind of go right about there. It could be different for everybody. You might be able to, if you have on the finer side of hair, you might be able to take out more. Sorry. You might be able to take out more. I like to do 3 sections just to be able to make sure that my root is dry. That is key, making sure that the root is dry. And when you think your hair is dry, do a little bit longer. And that way it kind of sets it in there. So I'm going to do this section. Also, another tip, when you're using a round brush in your hair, when you're blow drying, you keep it, I like to kind of keep it laying flat on there, so it's not completely on the hair, but it's kind of just laying on there. It's being protected by this little thing here, the nozzle. And I bring it straight out, and I don't bend the brush. I just bring it straight out, almost like I'm using a paddle brush. And that helps to keep those ends straight, not out or under. If you want it under, obviously you would roll it a little bit under, and if you wanted it out, you roll it a little bit the other way. But this is just to kind of straighten your hair. Here we go. I'm going to finish this the rest of the section. And I like to kind of just, I put my blow dryer, I'm sitting right now, but I usually stand when I blow dry my hair. I just usually leave it on, and I place it kind of in between my knees just to hold it and go to the next section. So here we go. Now that that section is dry, you always, always, always want to make sure your root is dry. It's got to be dry or your hair will not last, okay? So that's something that you definitely want to remember. Your root always has to be dry, okay? So now, the top. I'm going to bring this down, but when I blow dry the top, I over direct it. So if my hair is going down in the back, I pull it up and towards the front of my head, okay? Or like my face or whatever you want to say. That will give me a little bit of height on top. I don't have a lot of volume in my hair, and I don't usually use a lot of product to get volume in my hair, but that's how I get a little bit of lift on the top. So what I do is I'll take this section right here, and I'll kind of brush it out a little bit. And then see how, normally it just goes straight down in the back. So what I like to do is bring it forward. So you're over directing the hair because it wants to go this way. So you're bringing it this way. See what I'm saying? Over directing it. So you're bringing it back towards the other way, and that will give me a little lift. I don't have much though. So here we go, I'll do the top now. See all the volume I got on top from doing that? Now my hair is very heavy. I'm in desperate need of a haircut. In desperate need of a haircut. But that's just a simple way of blowing out your hair. Now you could take it to the next step and you could do a flat iron or you could do a curling iron. But as of right now, I'm okay with leaving the house with my hair looking like this, okay? If it doesn't seem smooth enough, what I want you to try is going back over that section. Let's just say this section was frizzy on the ends. Go back over it, even though it feels dry, the root feels dry, go back over it with the brush and the blow dryer again, and it'll smooth it out more, okay? Have fun with it. If you have any questions, please, please, please don't hesitate to ask. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.